So today we're going to be going over two-step equations. And two-step equations are just, in the name, one step more than a one-step equation. So let's go over one-step equations just to have a little refresher. So if we have the equation x plus 2 equals 4. From what we know, what's our first step? John?
We subtract 2 from both sides.
2 from both sides. And why do we do that?
So that equation stays the same.
Right, exactly. So when we subtract it from both sides, we get 0. 4 minus 2 is 2. And then so we have x equals 2. So just, sometimes hard to think, why do we do it from both sides? So we know the right answer is x equals 2. So let's do the same problem. X plus 2 equals 4. Now let's just subtract 2 from the left side. And say we do that. So then the new equation is x, 2 minus 2 is 0. So then you get x equals 4. Well, we know that's not the right answer, so that's why we have to do it to both sides. Good. Okay. So now that we have a little refresher on one-step equations, now we're going to move on to two-step equations, which just require 2 steps in solving the process. A little more complicated, so we'll go through them together before we break off. So first example equation we're going to do is 2x plus 4 equals 10. So what do you think your first step is going to be in this equation? Steven?
To subtract 4 from each side.
Exactly. And so, like we know in one-step equations, we want to do the opposite of the order of operations. And can we just go over the order of operations quickly? PEMDAS. So parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. Good. So when solving these equations, we want to go the opposite way. So Stephen, you're exactly right. When you're doing this, we do addition, or we do subtraction before we deal with this one right here. So subtract 4 from both sides. So this becomes 0. 10 minus 4 is 6. All right, so now our new equation is 2x equals 6. So now what's our next step? John?
Divide both sides by 2.
Exactly. And that we do that to get the x by itself, and that's what we're solving for. So good job. So divide by 2. And 6 divided by 2 is 3. Good. So now our new, and 2 divided by 2 is just 1. So we have our new equation is x equals 3. Good. So we all see how we went through that process step by step. So this is our first step, this is our second step, and that kind of led us to our answer. Good. Okay. So, we just went through a lot. Going from one step to two step is difficult. You have to, think about it in a different way. So we came up with a little chant to just remember, kind of the steps you do. So if you do it to the left, then you do it to the right. Now two-step. Down, do we want to stand up and do that? So remember, so it's, if you do it to the left, then you do it to the right. Now two-step. Good. All right, let's do it one more time, just so you have the kind of the muscle memory when you're doing it later on. All right, so if you do it to the left, then you do it to the right. Now two-step. Good. All right. All right. So now we're gonna do a couple practice ones. So let's do. John, would you like to come up and?
Sure.
Great. 3. And Stephen, if you'd like to help him, you can stay in your seat. 3x plus 5 equals 14. All right. So John, Stephen is gonna tell you what you need to do in this problem.
Alright, John. So first, going in the opposite order of PEMDAS, we have to subtract 5 from each side. So
Good.
subtract 5 from 5 and 5 from 14.
And so what does the new equation look like?
So the new equation now looks like 3x equals 9.
Good, exactly.
Then the second step, which is now just a one-step process, is to divide 3 by each side, which will give you x on the left side and then 3 on the right.
Good, exactly right. So now then, so x equals 3. Very good job. Alright, perfect. So I think you guys will be good for the practice problems that we have set up. Let's just do the check one more time. So Stephen, would you like to stand up? Alright, so if you do it to the left, then you do it to the right. Now 2-step.